Okay, excellent. Now I just gotta remember where we left things off.
I can help with that.
Yeah, let's.
We did a dungeon.
We did we did do a dungeon. We went through.
We went through our plan to help bust Nanaha's dad out of the fucked up murder mill.
Yeah.
We found out that this retirement home was a fucked up murder mill.
Yeah, like we're gonna say you're still alive, collect your pension, sort of scam on a large
while also charging your family tens of thousands of dollars a month. We put a stop to that. We revealed to the Seiryu clan patriarch that it was happening, and he put a stop to it.
Yes.
Nanaha got her dad back, got her money back. Hey, you could keep staying in this building until you've made further arrangements. You're good. You don't need to be paying the wild rent you were paying here. And then we got back to the soapland, to the bathhouse.
Yes.
And our boss had been hung by the neck until dead.
Yes. And it's very clear there's some
we had a funeral
going on there that we find out later. But yeah, we go to the funeral.
Yeah, we had a funeral, and we met not Nanoha.
Yeah.
we met Nanoha's sister, Saeko, who had been working at a hostess club, also owned by our boss, as it turns out. Estranged from Nanoha, didn't know anything about what was going on. And she had been on a phone call with him moments before he died, and heard people break into the room and start shouting in Chinese what Adachi knows to be the nickname of one of the bosses of the Yokohama Liumang, the Chinese syndicate.
Yes. And so our lead currently is trying to find anything on
this Mabuchi guy stays around Restaurant Row sometimes, and Saeko is here with us on like that guy had been a help to me and my sister. Like shitty boss, but important aspect.
Mm-hmm.
And he was fucking murdered, and no one's going to investigate that but us.
And thus, here we are.
I would like to make a suggestion for a location you should go, and it's the Hustle Boutique on the West End.
That is yes.
Because we should buy Psycho a weapon.
That is a good idea. You know what? Let's head over there and then kind of sweep down, because it looks like we've got sub stories to check out in a lot of places.
Yeah.
So
because she has spawned in ill-equipped.
Yeah.
You should also give her any spare armor we have sitting around.
You can see we've got lumber, Ascender 19, Dandy Umbrella, which are like all, 30s, 40s.
9. Okay, we did give her some spare armor. That's good.
Yeah, spare armor set. So let's... Where the hell's the closest taxi?
Are
they not?
What?
What?
Are cabs not allowed due to the... That would be wild.
I think so. There's some certain block.
Baffling. Okay. Well, if you're walking, do you want to sweep through the substory?
Yeah, this one. Let's do the reverse then, where we sweep this way if we're walking it. So let's head here. Oh.
No. Shoulder high fence is
Yeah, you know.
surmountable. If those guys had made contact, they would have teleported into the fence to fight you.
Having to fight on the other side of it. Anyway.
Right. Try this on your side.
Good. Yeah, we've kind of got these on cleanup.
Yeah, we've got some levels on them.
And most of us are reasonably equipped, so...
Yeah.
Oh, right, we're going to be getting job ranks pretty quick as well.
Yes.
Plus 5 magic to job rank. Okay.
Yeah, Psycho's base job is kind of weird. You've got that 70 magic stat and no offensive spells.
Yeah. We've got I think it's in the check. No, not stats. Skills. Yeah, like we've got these like physical moves.
Yeah.
So, alright. Let's swing around here. See what we got going on.
The job will make a little bit more sense as it levels up and gains some more abilities.
He's so looking. I feel like I'm getting called over. Help you with what?
To tell you the truth, I need to hop a train to Tokyo as soon as possible. But I don't have any clothes.
You don't have any clothes?
Yeah. All I've got are these bubbles.
Bubbles? What are you talking about?
Here, see for yourself.
Bubble, bubble, toil, and trouble. Same, thanks for the sub.
Right. Well, I'll catch your cold.
Wait, please.
Well,
Don't you see?
wow, that's cool.
I
Later.
can't get on a train like this.
Yo, back off.
I agree.
Bubbles everywhere. How'd you even end up like that in the first place? The hell are your clothes?
Well, earlier today, I was enjoying my time at a soapland, getting nice and sudsy. This new girl, Mika-chan, is just so cute.
Uh-huh.
Suddenly, while I'm doing the old slip and slide, I get a phone call from my grandfather. He's not really the type to call, so I got curious and answered.
You answered, and...
Your grandma's passed out, he tells me. Of course, I'm a major grandma's boy, so I immediately start panicking. All I can think about is getting to the hospital, so I shake off Mika-chan and the bouncers and slip through the door, bubbles popping the whole way. But with the way I am now, I'll get caught before I even make it to the station.
Yeah, no shit.
I'm begging you. Can I borrow your clothes?
No way.
Figures. I wouldn't want to lend my clothes to a bubble man either.
Yep. So, can't you just go back to the soapland and get your clothes?
Look, bubble men are very important for the ecosystem. Without bubble lead, you can't damage wily aliens. So
I'm not banned from entering. I tried to go back in and get dressed, but the bouncers tossed me out. So here I am.
bubble lead or bubble
stuck
lead?
between a very slippery rock and a hard place.
Titus.
If you won't let me borrow your clothes, can you at least take me to a clothing store?
Agreed.
A clothing store?
That's right. There's no telling how much longer these bubbles will last. I have to get clothes and hurry to the hospital before I'm hanging out for all the world to see.
In that case, why don't I just buy you some?
There's no time for that. If something happens to my grandma while you're out shopping, and if you don't pick out something in my size or my style for that matter, you'll just be wasting even more time.
You're seriously thinking about style right now? Look, if you're that worried about it, just go to the store yourself.
Believe me,
Do we have the one bubble that's
it's
like
too risky trying
bright
to get
red?
there without the bubbles falling
Yeah.
off. And to top it off, what about all the wet pockets around here? There's a good chance the bubbles will get washed away.
Wet pockets?
The world
One
is.
puddle, one little splish of water, these bubbles get washed away and I'm arrested on the spot. And then I can kiss both my grandma and my freedom goodbye.
Well, it's not like you couldn't get arrested right now.
Think you can get me over to a clothing store while avoiding any and all water? I'm begging you. Please. Please.
Yeah, we gotta help out.
All right, I'll take you.
Really? You're a lifesaver.
We have to avoid
Let's
any and
get to
all
the
water.
store without getting you wet, right?
Yes, please. Oh,
That's right.
my
Today
name's
is
Ono,
the one
by
day
way.
every 6 months we open every fire hydrant.
Sprinklers everywhere. We got the rain coming down. Every street's got slip and slides. All right. Okay. Where are we going? Okay. Nice.
Well, that's not how you're getting there.
That ain't it. Alright. But yeah, we have the one glowing red, orange bubble.
It's the important one.
Mm-hmm. Watch your step.
That's his glowing weak point.
You hit that, yeah, you hit that 3 times and... Well...
Yeah, no danger so far.
Okay. We don't have, like, out of control fire truck. We don't have,
We don't have the bucket brigade.
Oh, we do it. Oh. Gotta watch out. We do have...
We have a child.
Whee! Yay! Okay. Shot for child. What? The feeling I get is like, so in Katamari, you've got the like cow and bear level where the level ends the moment you touch either a cow or a bear, and so the idea is you want to pick up the biggest cow,
Right.
but cow is defined as anything that sort of looks like a cow even a little bit. Oh my god.
The in control fire truck.
Okay. So, like, if you pick up, like, a cow print shirted man, that's a cow and the level ends. Okay. Alright.
This is where clothes live.
I like that there was just a fire truck.
Yeah.
That's important.
Just sort of spraying the road.
Okay.
You got a wallet to buy some clothes?
Yeah. You can sell bubbles.
Shit, you're right. Shit, you're wrong.
Well, it didn't work.
Hey.
Look.
It's some things occurred. It's complicated.
There's a reason. It's just,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to help this idiot get out of here.
わかったわ。
Revenge!
I love revenge books.
Say something ridiculous with a serious face, and they'll believe anything. Saw me crying while I was taking out clothes.
You know what? It's fine.
It's on a tab. It's okay. I'm in your dead, and the clothes star's dead.
Okay.
Not the soap lad stat. They have my wallet.
Yeah, they have my wallet. All right, then.
I have also done some looking. We could go touch this plot beat. You will be interrupted before the plot starts.
Yeah.
You will receive access to things.
Oh, if we just come up to here and like.
Yeah, go touch this beacon.
Yeah. That makes sense because like the actual place we're trying to go is here.
So, because we wanted. Yeah.
So this is clearly like we don't want to give you a taxi because we want to like get you to do a thing.
We want you to walk towards Restaurant Row and
Hey,
somebody help!
annihilate it.
Huh? They've been obliterated. Oh, they moved to the left.
Just shut up and hand over your wallet. Hey, don't you punks have anything better to do with your lives? Huh? Who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect timing. You're with PartTimeHero.com, right?
Part-time hero? You lost me.
Yeah, definitely.
How to be a part-time hero.
I don't know what your problem is.
I'm a little sad that we abandoned the Yakuza 6 version of this, which was Troubler.
Ooh, like Troubler with like.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
The way you think it is.
The way I think it is. Yeah.
It was Problem Stumbler, and it was great.
Hide your ace with a straight face. All right, what do we got here? We got sharp perfume, which is self. Boundless cheer, slide pose. Okay. You know what?
Let's go. Get serious.
Try this on your side. Pull it together, gentlemen.
Let's get it done.
Troubler.
You're gonna be in a world of hurt.
Check this out.
Good.
You could find posts on Troubler such as, oh my god, that building is burning down.
We have pound mates as well.
I feel the stats going up. Look at me go.
Breaking top.
Hell yeah.
Powers. Ooh. Big nap.
Yeah.
And big stats. Cool. Yeah, parttimehero.com.
Man, you really kicked ass back there. Thanks, PartTimeHero.com.
Still don't know what this hero thing you're talking about is.
What?
But
You mean
my name is
Part-Time Hero didn't
Kazuga.
send you?
Da-da-da-da.
I'm not a web.
Never fear. Part-time hero is here.
Good.
So this year's our bad guy, huh? Just look at him.
Oh my god.
Got the classic thug tells. Money-hungry gaze, low-life outfit. What is it with that hair? Looks like he set off a bomb in front of his face.
Actually, this guy right here, he...
Say not another word. For the glory of part-time heroes everywhere, I will vanquish this villain post-haste. Now put up your dukes. I'm no stranger to fisticuffs. Justice! Come on!
Justice!
Here we go.
Mysterious masked man.
Guy from PartTimeHero.com. See if I can make a mod for this video game that replaces his hat with the Great Saiyaman helmet.
It looks pretty close to, like, you know, my immediate gut is like a Beautiful Joe, but there's also a number of like Sentai teams that have our, you know, our
the
Power Snooze. Okay, Power Snooze is Big Snooze. It's exactly what you think it is.
You're in it now. Watch this.
Snoozle. Just snooze. Just snooze.
Just snooze. Yeah.
I'm not backing down.
You're weak.
Snoozle's that Pokemon.
Huh?
Come on now. Let's do it. Let's give him hell. Take your best shot. Let's go. All right, let's do it.
And Breaking Top.
You're gonna be
Unleashes
alone.
spinning through the wreck single enemy and deals collateral damage to any other enemies in the way.
Gotcha.
Oh, we got grabs.
How do you feel about a giant swig?
Try and stop me. Try this on your side.
No begging for mercy now.
Bonk.
Ass kicking time.
Let's see.
Check this out.
Saejima has some pretty giant swings in his history.
Ah, Tsujidex Hero. Yeah, we're gonna be seeing, you know, a couple of these still.
You're no ordinary thug, are you? I'm not a thug at all, man.
He's right. This guy here, he rescued me just now.
He rescued you? What are you trying to say?
I'm sorry, PartTimeHero.com guy.
Yeah, in Yakuza 4 or 5, Saejima, every character gets a way to spend heat without heat actions, and Saejima, one of Saejima's is doing a giant swing.
I'd be happy to treat you to some tea. How's that make up for anything? I went through 2 fights just now.
Yeah, you gained like 3 levels. What?
Your pardon. Maybe I should introduce myself. I'm the president of Part-Time Hero Incorporated. Please call me Hero. Fun fact, I named this company both after myself and the concept of a hero. So clever, I know. Okay, I'll ask again. What is this Part-Time Hero thing? PartTimeHero.com offers a revolutionary service that puts you in touch with a hero, all from the comfort of your smartphone.
Puts you in touch with a hero?
That's what we call you when you register. You'll be taking on quests that people in need post. Upon accepting, it's your job to dash onto the scene and save the day. The concept is, well, it's an odd job service anyway.
Like it's, you know.
And it doesn't take much to start. You could choose to find pets or people if you'd rather stay out of trouble. I promise, it's rewarding work.
The hero gig economy.
I gotta ask though, why make this service if there are already others like it? What sets you guys apart?
Well, what really sets us apart? It's our mission to clean up the town, stopping trouble before it starts.
So it's like bounty hunting then?
In a way, yes.
This is a direct
What you
competitor
did
to
just now,
Poundmates.
fighting off
Yeah.
those thugs? That was actually a quest posted by a client. Ijincho, as you know, has an
Poundmates are-
high crime rate.
Are
That's why I started this thing
on a
up.
different sort of
What do you know?
Yeah,
scale.
right. Like, we've been told, like, you know, helping with a
Now I
pet,
know
like,
why that
odd
guy
job
thought I
stuff.
was all
here.
part-time hero.
Yeah.
Well, that's another thing. The fact that there are still
Like,
good, honest
That,
people like
that
you
guy
out there,
called us in
it
to help him
reassures
out
me.
with 3
I'd
mooks.
say you're one
And,
of the
like,
few real heroes
We
who
are
have
one of
to
the.
work.
Yeah, we have. It's our class.
All I did was punch a guy who
true.
was starting to piss me off.
Like,
Anyway, see ya.
Gary Buster Holmes makes $300
Wait,
for
wait, please, just a
You know.
minute.
What now?
Well, if it's not too much to ask, would you be willing to work for me as a part-time hero?
So you want me as your muscle? That it?
Essentially.
Yeah.
We've been getting rave reviews, so we always have an influx of new quests. But since true heroes are in short supply, it means we're short-staffed. The biggest struggle is finding someone capable of actually winning a fight. Since these heroes are rare, a lot of our clients are still in desperate need of help. This city is full of crime. People just don't know what's waiting for them out there. Believe me, I want to help as much as I can, but I'm only one man.
And that's where I come in, huh?
You've got more than what it takes. Above all, you look out for the little guy, and let no evil go unpunished. We need people like you. At my company, and on the streets. You'll receive compensation, of course. It's a job that feels satisfying and pays well. So what do you say?
There's a cat hanging out
Will
in the
you
back,
keep
yeah.
this city safe?
It's
for
it's
all
calling a
of us?
limousine service versus calling an Uber.
Right.
All right, sign me up. Not sure how much help I can be, but why the hell not?
That's what I like to hear. Okay then, let's rescue this city together.
Looking forward to it. Oh, and I'm Ichiban Kasuga.
Kasuga-san! Got it. Then allow me to fill you in on the details.
Alright. So these are another
This is more side quests.
side quest pit.
There are some active, where you go talk to a guy, bring a thing to another guy. There are some passive. It's just beat up this flavor of enemy.
Yeah, okay. These are our bracer quests. Doing odd jobs in or like the job. It's our small side quest board.
Mhm.
Okay.
It is also our completion list.
And that's
Oh.
about it. Now get out there and
Right on. I like where this is going. Could always use some extra cash.
Yeah,
And
cats.
it's nice being called a hero.
Oh god.
You're gonna get all of
Oh.
your personality bits. This is retroactive.
Ah. Dick 3 of 3. Diviner 2 of 2. So up until this point, we did alluring 2 of 2.
Yeah, we didn't have a completion list.
Oh.
Challenge is the completion list. Support are gonna be active, like go to a place and bring a thing or do a thing,
Okay.
while takedown is just like your rescue is SOS is go to a place and have a fight. Takedown is beat up this type of enemy.
Okay, and they're in like certain spots. Yeah, a bunch of these are filling out for just all sorts of odds and ends that we've done.
Yep.
Okay. Hey, Turkey Starfish, thanks for the raid.
Oh,
We just got access to our completion list. Oh, this has like treasure on skill.
yeah, but most of them will have a track of how much you've done of it.
Invest 20 million yen in your company.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and that also gives us Yeah, now there's a bunch of extra
Yep.
icons for all this. Yeah, there's a ton of things going on. That's fine. And taxis are back unlocked.
Oh wow, yeah. So we got dropped back off where we were. His office is up on the northwest side.
Yeah, we've been in that office before.
Yeah, the just south of baseball.
Yeah,
West of here. This one.
this one here? No, it's
North of here.
yeah, this one. Yeah, this is the one that had the three. I remember it because it had the three entrances. We went up there.
Yeah, I was like, hey, you should poke at this building because I had forgotten when this happened.
Mm. Well, let's poke at this here. Again. Bing golf. I'm a virtual fighter too casual.
Yeah, so we were pointed to Restaurant Row, which is here.
Okay.
We were told this is more Chinatown than
China.
the named Chinatown.
Yeah, okay.
Huh? Huh?
Yeah, okay. There's Chinatown, and then there's, yeah, okay.
Okay.
Gentrification.
Was thinking exactly the same thing.
Wow. Okay. Yo. Got it.
Okay. Okay. This I will leave off for now because I do want to loop back over to Hustle Boutique, which is going to involve mostly normally looping because I do want this set of.
You can swing back to the southeast to finish that one we touched if you want.
What's up?
I can't seem to remember the title of this movie I saw a few years back. I mean, it was one of those real emotional rides, and I remember wanting to see it again. It was a boy meets girl movie. You're, or was it My pancreas wants to scream. Something
Oh no, no. Oh.
What the hell are you talking about?
Ah!
All right. Right.
You're in it now.
Restless O'Clock.
Okay.
Boy, and Restless Otaku.
Have fun with this. Let's go. Don't get
You're gonna
caught.
get stomped.
Cool. Come on now. Get serious.
Bad.
I'm up. Come on.
Here we go.
Covered in 2 identical buttons.
And 4 more.
Yeah.
We're holding them like claws.
Fight.
Yeah.
We have a backpack that also has like
Is even more if you can manage to get a look at the bag, it is even more covered in buttons.
I don't think I'm gonna
Like that, yeah.
add some charm hanging off it.
It's like 3 acres. Now you're a heroic hero.
Oh, that interrupted. We have to go back to where that started.
Yeah.
So right here-ish. Yeah.
What's up?
I can't seem to remember the title of this movie I saw.
Maybe we were talking about Your Name.
It was one of those real.
You
emotional
can
rides.
press top
I
face
remember
button
wanting
to
see it
skip
again. It was
one
a
line.
boy meets
Okay.
girl movie. My pancreas
This
wants
one.
to scream. Something like that.
What the hell are you talking about? Does the hero have a stomach ache or something?
Maybe it was about a guy who wanted to quit drinking.
Nah, it was all about being young. What a nice time that is.
Well, I'll let you know if I ever spot it.
Oh, was it? Yo, my stomach's gonna blow? Maybe?
It's not about a stomach ache.
I don't think he's gonna remember.
We have more movies we can go watch.
It's true.
Wait. No, they're down here. Okay.
What's the worst thing that could possibly happen?
Yeah, each one is aware of your story. Wait, when did your story come out?
Huh?
I want to say that's close.
That is 2019.
Yeah, so
We're a little bit
we're not.
bit early.
Yeah, we're not quite there yet.
You're going down.
Oh, I can fight a kill board. Okay,
Right.
yeah. We can fight some kill boards. Raising her defense. Okay.
Sit down.
I'm gonna guess Ichiban would be excited for, you know, Dragon Quest V movie, you know?
I love the kill board.
Let's go.
So this game is set in 2019, but I've been presuming we are early in the year based on getting incarcerated on New Year's.
Yeah. Because like New Year's was our specific time frame for our like earlier
Yeah.
time bit.
Here we go.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
I'm not backing down.
How you're considerate.
Yeah, hold on. Let's take a look at. Yeah, okay. Kindness 4, passion 4, intellect 2, style 2, confidence 2, charisma 2. Indecisive, tactless, considerate, knucklehead, garish, fervent.
Yo, if it isn't Awano.
Oh, Kasuga-san. Nice to see you again.
Oh,
So this is the Kasuga
It's Grandma.
helped you.
Grandma's okay.
Very
yeah.
sad. I wanted to say thank you. My grandmother's
What?
alive and well and out of the hospital.
Hey, good to hear.
I heard about how far you were willing to go for this silly boy. Sorry for all the trouble.
No, don't worry about it. I'm just glad he was able to see you.
My, I didn't know gentlemen like you still existed. Here's my thanks for taking care of my grandson.
You sure? Thank you very much. So where are you off to now?
Huh? Oh, well, I'm gonna take my grandma somewhere special to celebrate her recovery. Where would you like to go, Grandma?
Let's see. A hot spring would be lovely.
A hot spring? Yeah, I could go for a bath. Well, we should get going. Take care, Kasuga-san. Thank you very much.
Sure thing. Take care of your grandma.
Of course.
Sheesh. Didn't know bathing could run in the family.
Bum, bum. Thanks, Grandma. Now we need to play Find the Item.
It could be an equipment. It could be an accessory.
Gear list. Oh, there it is.
So, this is the part where we reveal that gender-locked equipment exists.
Okay.
However, this is specifically... this one is for...
Yeah, it's for bartender, which, you know,
Yeah.
makes up for our...
Yeah, so there is one of these for every job.
Okay, these are job... Yeah.
This is job locked.
Okay, this is just the bartender one.
I thought there was gender locked equipment. I may be wrong about that.
That would... that would be in line with Dragon Quest titles.
Mm-hmm. There are gender locked jobs. But I don't recall if there are
like actual
specific bits of equipment
yeah.
other than the job specific ones.
Well, this is where I would want to have job experience anyway for offsetting, you know, not being in the party.
Not existing.
There isn't an 8. Not sure if there is in this game. Yeah, that because like so in just across Dragon Quest titles, we tend to have, like, the, you know, bunny girl outfit or pieces of, or our different, like, swimsuit or something. But then we also have, like, oh my god, people are just everywhere.
Look, there's some shepherd's purse here.
Shepherd's purse?
It's a weed. It's pretty good when you boil it up and put it into a broth. You can get fish mint, vetch, and mugwort from this part of town, too.
Wow, you know your weeds, huh, Namba?
Well, I didn't learn it overnight. Nearly killed myself a couple times. Still, I got better at telling which was which over time. Not
More
a
incoming.
pretty good idea of things. The more dangerous they look, the better the taste.
You know, the first guy to eat sea urchin must have been a little something like you.
That's not a compliment, is it?
It means we got sea urchin.
Okay, so we're at like a locked bond level.
You might be able to go have a drink link.
Yeah, that means that is our.
That's where we're headed.
That is our goal location here. Let's put down this. But yeah, you also have like, not just like. There's stuff that's gender locked like that, like, you know, like a suit or something like that. Then you also have like class locked or like character-esque locked as a pretty consistent bit, which is similar to yet distinct. You know, it might be something that like in 6 is used by Millie and the hero and Ashlyn, and that's not like gender locked, though it is like skewed that way.
Yeah, I know there are gender locked jobs, and there are job locked equipment, and my brain just sort of went, yeah.
Right. Well, I mean, like that is by like the transitive property.
Right. Technically true, but I don't know if there's anything else that is gender locked without being job locked.
Hold on, I'll be right back to help you. Just you know, I gotta
swing by the soup kitchen.
Yeah. Only the hero can use the hero's equipment, and sometimes Pierre, yeah. Pierre is the hero of the slimes. So are these kind of our equivalent to the... In 8, I remember you would go around and have, like, bounty sort of things. Where you would see, like, people around and like, kind of pull big fights out of a...
Yeah, that's a fair bit of this. You're going to have menacing men going to receive treats.
Time to clean up.
The more of these you do, you can return to...
Here we go.
I don't remember if it's the office or the convenience store.
That's that's fun. Hammered Head, both as our Berserker. Hammerhead is that one, the friend with the giant hammer, right?
Yeah.
So.
I got this.
Try this on the side.
Extremely light side quests, yeah. Just like technically.
You're in it now.
Yeah, our Hammer Hood.
Cool. You want to fight?
And the Berserker.
Check this out.
I'm not backing down.
I'm up.
Oh, we're giving you the business. Not enough.
You're gonna be in a war.
Yeah.
Good work, Napa.
Moving up in the world.
+5 magic.
With finesse.
That's 10K.
Okay. Sure.
Also, a guitar and some crafting material.
Ugh, hate when the garbage piles up. It attracts all the crows.
Don't hate the crows.
Yeah, come on.
I'm just trying to get by, you know? In fact, crows are pretty smart. They've even been known to stop rummaging through trash if they see they're being watched.
Huh, interesting. If I didn't know any better, I'd say you have a soft spot for them.
Oh, what can I say? We're birds of a feather when it comes to digging through the trash.
Guess everyone has a flock.
Alright. Let's look.
Huh? What's
Hello?
that thing? Oh, it's a crawfish.
Uh-huh.
Hello.
What's it doing out here?
Yeah?
You crawl up out of the river? Wouldn't want you getting squished by a car now.
Yeah, we gotta help out.
Bon voyage, little buddy.
We.
Oh, my sweet
Nancy.
No,
Nancy.
Huh?
Oh, my poor girl. I don't see her anywhere at all.
Crap, don't tell me. That crawfish just now was yours?
Yep, raised her with my own 2 hands, I did. Her name's Nancy.
Hi, Nancy.
Normally,
Well, hi,
we stroll
Aviara.
around the neighborhood together and get us some exercise. That sweet little gal was my only beacon of hope in this dark, cruel world. Oh, Nancy.
Dude, I'm so sorry. If I knew she was important to you, I never would have done that.
Claws up.
I understand. You did it with good
Claws
intentions.
up.
Besides, it's my fault for taking my eyes off her. Well, I don't see her anywhere. Unfortunate as it is, she's probably gone for good.
I don't believe that for a
But
second.
don't dwell too much on it. I'm just another nobody.
hold on there, old-timer. I'll go find Nancy and bring her back. You'll eat me up inside if I don't.
Huh? Why, that's certainly generous of you. But can you really find her?
Well, I can give it a shot.
Gee, thanks. I'll leave you to it then. Oh, and I'm Ebihara. I call these streets my home. If you do get hold of Nancy, could you come find me along Sakura River Street? That's my usual spot.
Of course. And I'm Kasuga. I'll be back with Nancy in no time.
One thing I should tell you is Nancy has an X-shaped scar on her back. That help?
Okay.
An X shape on her back. Yeah, thanks. Hopefully she hasn't gone far. If I'm lucky, I'll find her downstream.
We gotta help Nancy.
Crawfish caper.
Especially seeing as we sort of threw Nancy in.
I'm trying to help. Alright, so when you do the more involved missions, there are multiple places you just roll up to turn them in.
Okay. Gotcha. Just anywhere. Well.
Okay.
These are fights we just get.
Yeah.
Let's go.
The enemy is defeated.
Okay. Here's where we want to go.
10,000 crawfish.
This has me thinking about Xenoblade X. A game where you... Oh, we get to do the judgment thing.
It's time to detect.
We get to do the judgment thing.
Yes.
Isn't this even the same track?
I think it might be.
Like, I think this is just the...
Alright, now you gotta find the cat.
That's what I'm looking for. Okay, well...
we found the best hollow in New Landa Ruins.
Uh-huh. If I were a cat, I'd be like on the bridge, right? If we're the judgment thing, there'd be a cat, and so we gotta make sure.
Literally every time. Including the one where you're trying to escape a building that's coming down.
Uh-huh. Behind us?
I don't hear the meowing.
Yeah, that's true.
So we're not close.
Well.
That's like a cat.
That is similar to a cat. We'll be back for you, Nancy, in just a moment.
Where, though? Is this? No.
Yeah, she had a square on her back.
What's this? No.
No.
Gonna just like repeatedly zoom and unzoom on one of these for me.
What's this? 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 What's this?
Thank you.
What's this? What's this? What's this? No.
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 What's this? No.
I don't hear the cat.
Is this? No.
I don't think there's a cat here.
We up on the other bridge?
Like up here? Or up on the...
Because there's another bridge up behind. Yeah.
Where, though?
Just a cat? There might not be a cat.
There might not be a cat. There should be a cat.
If there is and we miss it, you have to do the whole game again for the trophy.
I know. Nancy is basically a cat.
Where, though?
Here,
Hmm.
There's something.
It's true, we don't have the think button.
Hmm.
All right, I'm feeling no cat.
Looks that way.
Okay, well.
What's this? Yeah.
This ought to be Nancy. Just like, you know, what if we just use the little judgment thing?
Hey, before you swing down there, are we nearby? Is there a what's the convenience store just up the road here? No. Okay, never mind.
Okay.
Don't waste my time.
Oh, this is...
Here we go.
Enemies with numbers, technically.
Both Saeko and Namba are taking them out. Okay.
Hey there, Kasuga-san. Did you find Nancy yet?
Yeah, this is Nancy, right?
Oh, Nancy! Oh, thank goodness you're safe and sound. I'm amazed you actually found her. Oh, I'm sure it was no easy task.
Nah, wasn't a big deal. Besides, I started this mess. Thanks for being cool. Anyway, I gotta bounce. You and Nancy take care.
Oh, can't you stay a while? I was just about to start cooking. I'd be more than happy to treat you, as thanks for finding my girl.
Well, I don't know.
Oh, don't be modest. I've been planning a feast for some time now, so I say the more the merrier.
I guess I could stay and have a bite then.
But before we get to the main course, why don't you try this little appetizer I whipped up?
Huh? What is this? Looks kind of like boiled spinach. Kind of rubbery, but not bad, old-timer.
Glad to hear it. And you swallowed it just fine?
Yeah. Why wouldn't I have?
The thing is, those are weeds I found in a hole in the road. couldn't tell you what they are, though.
Yeah, you know, just
But seeing as you're still kicking, I'd say they're just fine.
Oh, man.
we literally just had a conversation about these.
Next
Yeah.
time, test your road weeds on someone else.
What? You're stealing one piece, aren't you? Besides, you're getting a free meal, so how about seconds?
Yeah, I'll pass. You're a real piece of work, you old coot.
At any rate, we're just getting warmed up. Our main course today is what I call the Ebihara Special.
Hey, what's that got to do with Nancy?
Hey, come on.
What else? I told you we were feasting, didn't I? Nancy here is the main course.
What the hell? Have you lost it? I thought you cared about Nancy.
Oh, yes, I care about her deeply. This little sea bug's a cut above the rest. She's the tastiest one I ever did see.
So she's just a meal to you?
Hey, to us homeless folk, crawfish are a godsend. And to
We've
get
immediately attached to Nancy.
I
There
took
was
her
no
out
way.
daily to toughen up her limbs. I worked so hard to sculpt her into a meal, I nearly had a heart attack when you chucked her in the river.
You should have said that before. I thought she was your pet, man. Why else would I bust my ass to find her?
You're not wrong. Then here, you get first dibs. You deserve it, Ichiban.
But
Nothing like the first crunch of a fresh crustacean. Here goes.
Objection.
hold on a sec.
What's with you? Freshness is fleeting, you know.
Could you hold off on devouring Nancy?
Huh? What are you saying? Now's the best time to chow down.
The thing is, I kind of got attached to Nancy. All that searching gave us a real bond.
Yeah.
What? You bonded with a sea bug?
Hey, you're the one who named her and took her for a walk.
Now we have a problem. I've been waiting for days on end to sink my teeth into Nancy. And I can't think of much else that'd give me that kind of satisfaction.
Damn.
However, if someone were to bring me something just as tasty, I might reconsider. Perhaps I could be persuaded with, I don't know, a premium sushi set?
Oh, come on. Now you're just milking it.
Sorry, son. I don't have many options.
We have so many
A
onigiri.
premium sushi set would really set me right. Unless you're intent on kissing Nancy goodbye.
Okay, fine. I'll bring you your goddamn sushi.
Oh, please do, and don't be long.
Oh my god. Alright, we gotta help Nancy.
Do we have a premium sushi set?
Yeah, I get the...
No. Maybe? No.
No. Well.
So I don't believe this nearby Papa will have them. We can check. I believe you're heading to the convenience store up at the station.
It's hot,
Oh.
so be careful.
Well.
Oh, a soup kitchen for the homeless. Real thankful for stuff like this.
Fall into some other stuff, too.
Hey,
Yeah.
you! This place is for people in need.
Huh? Look, buddy, I'm not here for a bite to eat.
Don't play dumb with me. I saw you eyeing the
I'm-
soup.
Yeah, it's soup.
Well, hold up. I told you, you got the wrong idea, all right?
Terracotta-san, just leave it be. I know you're hungry, but there's no need to get uppity at folks. Now why don't we go get back in line?
You've gone too damn soft. The soup kitchen's all we got.
Hey, calm down.
Look, so I'll leave, man. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cause a problem.
Oh, look out! Ugh. Oh.
Hey, you okay?
Stupid son of a bitch. I got you this time. Not a loser.
Fucking cool it. my
Yeah,
guy.
come on. We are literally walking by the soup kitchen.
Go.
You're gonna be in a world of hurt.
You're in it. Okay.
Like, his take is aided by the fact that you can walk up to the soup kitchen and get soup, and it is a pretty good healing item.
Mhm.
You are mechanically incentivized to go to the soup kitchen.
Yeah, we've come here like three or
Yeah.
so times, just sort of
So,
coming
like,
by.
he's not complete. Like, his actions are completely out of pocket, but
Well-
the line of logic that he took is not
Yo.
unsound.
We got our house 3 days ago. Well, 2 weeks ago.
It's true. We don't currently have a job.
Yeah, we we were homeless like, you know, a couple
Yeah.
streams back.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
すみませんでした。
Just like I feel like, you know, if it's we have leftover soup and people aren't drinking, you know, and having soup, that's just a net loss for everyone.
Mhm.
If it's we don't have enough soup, that becomes a real problem.
Right.
お
To get the feeling at least one person knows not but not name, yeah.
あのー
Flower.
Flower.
Hi.
それじゃ
A pair of hamburgers.
Some jelly donuts.
Yo.
Haha, finger point.
お
No. Oh. Yes.
For real?
あの
I'm laughing because I'm thinking about Abe.
Ichiban, who got into a crime family around 16, was arrested at 24, and spent 18 years in prison.
Yep. Very, very little time over the last 2 decades for any social, you know, social relationships of any kind. Alright. I get the feeling this is one of those, like, kind of keep coming back here.
Yep.
Ones, yeah. And no more soup, as we've been told.
Yep.
But yeah, just
narrative harmony.
But yeah, just from sneakers.
Trash sneakers. Yo.
How good are trash sneakers?
I think we
are using trash sneakers. They're equivalent to safety shoes. Okay.
Yeah, they're almost equivalent to safety shoes. They're missing the 5%.
Yeah. Alright.
Premium sushi.
No. Look, I should probably be carrying some things on me. We finally have some cash.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. So let's try... Probably this one.
Yeah. Swing through the bar district if you want.
Yeah, we can... We can do this loop.
Get you another fight to chin up a little bit more cash.
Yeah. And this is where I've been meaning to go in the first place, so...
Whole lot of that in this video game of just sort of wandering around town, touching icons.
Mm-hmm. We have because we have the other shop we want to go to. You know what? Sure. I'll bonk you on the head.
You stand a chance.
Scooping up the field, nice.
Yeah.
Whack.
That's a different spell.
Yeah, we haven't cast that one.
That'll take some doing, I think.
Man in a pickle.
This could get rough.
Titanium anklet.
Battle is on.
Right.
Get alive.
Dot combatant.
Dot combatant.
Okay. Watch this.
Oh no. Okay.
Fine.
Okay, that is enough.
Let's go. Fight.
Huh?
Let's go.
No mercy.
Here we go.
Do it.
You're gonna get stomped.
Cool. Come on now. I'm up.
Okay.
Let's go.
The vexed kick.
The enemy is defeated.
Thank you for the
With
titanium
finesse.
anklet. Let's go by and do some quizzes as well. Okay, titanium anklet is...
Titanium anklet is
another.
weapon.
Oh, like the red anklet. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. We have had one of those. We just haven't been able to use those. Okay.
Someday we'll unlock jobs.
Your face is always so creepy. I wonder why.
Huh? I feel like I've seen it somewhere.
No way.
No, really, I think I have. Yeah, we definitely know someone who looks like this. Oh, it's Adachi-san!
Oh.
Well, give me a break. I'm a little more put together than that.
Actually, don't you think it looks a little too divine to be Adachi-san?
Now that you mention it, yeah. Sorry, Adachi-san. Guess it's not you at all.
I'm about to lose it with you two. In it for the long haul.
Okay. So we've been meaning to come here, like, basically the whole time.
Pick up a casual bag.
Alright. Casual bag required. No persimmon. Onion. And mystery carrot. Alright, let's see if we got drink links.
Yeah, drinks for everybody.
Alright.
Hey, Namba. You good?
Oh, Ichiban. Perfect timing. Guess you could already tell, but yeah. I've got to get something off my chest. You got a sec?
Welcome.
Well, you bet your ass I got a sec. That's what being a bro is all about. And you and I are totally bros. You know that, right?
Suppose so. You're kind of nuts. And I guess that's what I like about
You are like the biggest weirdo, but you know, it's great. You're great.
So lay it on me.
Promise you won't tell a soul?
Yeah, cross my heart.
Okay, so last night I had a hankering for a nightcap, so I dragged my ass down here. But it was late. The bartender wasn't around. And so I'm sitting here all by myself. Then I start thinking, what would be the harm in helping myself to a small pour? Just a shot, really. Figured I could pay it back later, you know? That's when I see it. An unopened legend malt, shining in the dark like it had my name on it.
What's a legend malt?
A super high-end whiskey. The king of kings. One glass is at least 10 grand.
Get out of here.
I know, right? I couldn't dream of buying a shot, much less a glass. But I figured a drop would be okay.
They don't exactly sell it by the drop, dude.
Well, you're right. But I took one anyway, because who was gonna stop me? I poured just a drop onto my hand. And when that sweet honey touched my tongue, I went straight to heaven.
It was that good?
Best whiskey I've ever had in my life. A taste that I felt through my whole body. A fruity aroma that I can still smell if I try. I'm telling you, it was pure magic. All my cares just melted away.
It's really that good? They don't call it the legend for nothing, huh?
Yep. Packs a legendary punch, too. Next thing I know, I'm staring down an empty bottle.
Wait.
Oops.
Don't tell me you drank it all?
I did. Guess I blacked out or something. But the fact remains, I downed at least 100 grand worth of whiskey.
What'd the bartender say?
Well, you think I actually told him? What's he gonna do, hand me a bill that'll never get paid? What I did instead was I found the nearest mini-mart, grabbed the cheapest whiskey I could find, and replaced it.
Wait, so the whiskey in the Legend Malt bottle right now is...
Horse piss. To the brain.
Dude, someone's gonna find out.
Just the
eventually,
worst
you know?
whiskey I've ever got.
No, why do you think I'm so stressed out? So come on, Kuska, what would you do if you were me?
If it were me, I'd...
This is like I'm thinking of like an old Lupin the Third story about like doing a heist on like an ancient bottle of wine. They steal it and it's just vinegar. Like it's just the worst goddamn thing they've ever had. Like, but like
a lot of these things were not meant to age indefinitely.
Yep. Yeah, they steal it. If I remember the Lupin the Third episode, it's like they steal it and replace it with, again, just some wine, just a bottle, and then they have like a ceremony on TV that they're watching, and the folks on there are just like, oh wow, this ancient 1782 vintage is perfect, and well, they've got just the worst bottle they've ever had in their life. Not the experience Donba had here.
Angels.
Just
the
Say
whiskey
an
angel.
angel drank the Legend.
An angel?
You know how whiskey's aged in a barrel? Well, some of it disappears in the process, depending on the type of barrel you use. The distilleries call it the angel share. Cute little name for evaporation, isn't it?
Damn. Didn't expect you to know that shit.
Yeah, don't give me too much credit. I heard it in a bar. Anyway, if you told the bartender angels drank his whiskey, how could you do that?
But didn't you just
Say
say
it's in a barrel
while the whiskey's in a barrel? But do angels get to the bottles too?
That's not
Angels are not. I can't just ignore what I did. I'm practically a thief now.
Yeah, but if you're gonna steal, at least you made it legendary, right? I say you gotta stay cool and see what happens.
Maybe so.
Style
well,
plus
if it
20.
isn't my two favorite vagabonds. Why are you two not drinking?
We were just figuring out some life stuff.
Without me? At least you saved me a seat.
Of course we did. Shall we?
I'm in the mood for something special today. And I know this place is killer whiskey.
You want whiskey?
Yeah, there a problem?
Not exactly a problem.
Good. I was thinking we could do something fancy for once.
You don't mean...
Bartender, I'll take a 12-year-old silver malt on the rocks.
You sure? It's 1,500 yen a glass.
What? A girl can't reward herself every now and again?
Oh, thank God.
We're gonna shit our pants every time we get whiskey now, aren't we?
No doubt about that.
Ichiban is now a part of this.
Yep. Every single time we're in here, we're gonna. Well. Seeing as she grabbed some high-end
Hey,
silver
Ichiban.
malt.
Wanna grab a drink with me?
Sure. But you really know how to knock him back, Sachan. Promise me you'll keep it to 1 or 2.
Oh, come on. It's no big deal if we drink more than that. It's not like I'm gonna make a move on ya.
Well, that's a bummer. So, hey, you're technically still a mama at a hostess club, right?
Yeah, but I didn't found the place. I was promoted to mama after Nonomiya saw that I was the best hostess there.
If you're that good a hostess, you'll be bored drinking with me. I ain't much for clever conversation.
Don't be so hard on yourself. It takes practice. I definitely wasn't a natural at it. But neither of us is looking for tips right now, so who cares?
Okay. So what's happening with the club now? Still going strong, even without Nonomiya?
I've got the girls holding down the fort. They should be fine, barring any earthquakes. Or ex-boyfriends.
Oh, pretty impressive that you trust your staff to run the whole joint.
They know the basics of the business. I'm the kind of mama who teaches her youngsters well.
If you do say so yourself.
Well, I do. But of course, it was that desire to educate that caused all the drama in my family.
Was that all the stuff with Nanoha and your dad that you mentioned before?
Uh-huh. This could be 20 hours ago.
At least things have simmered down among us recently. Thanks to you guys. My dad's in a real nursing home now, and Nanoha's looking for a more legit job like she had before.
So you call them pretty often?
Oh, no. Never. I just have my hostesses secretly check in on them every now and then. Nanoha doesn't want to see me. She'd be furious.
Why? You two really can't get along?
That's an understatement. I haven't seen her in 7 years. I do call her up sometimes, but she never wants to meet in person. I'd like to, though, and I tell her that. She turns me down every time. Guess I have no one to blame but myself, really.
I'm listening.
It's a boring story. You sure you want to hear it?
Come on, what are friends for if you can't bore them a little every once in a while? Go on, spill your troubles. We all need a special friend who's always there for you, ready to talk, ready to dry your tears.
This is why I like you, Ichiban. You can say something straight out of a cheesy shonen manga and actually mean it.
Thanks. So go ahead. How come you don't get along with Nanoha?
This is exactly who Ichiban is.
I think it's because
Top to bottom.
I was just too controlling. I always had something to say about everything she did. My mom was sick throughout our whole childhood, so I felt like I had to take care of my shy little sister.
Little sister? But you're the same age, unless there's a new kind of twin I don't know about.
Of course, we're
It
the
has been
same
18
age.
years. Maybe they found something.
Her personality just always made her seem younger. She was so timid. I was the one with the guts, just like Mom. It's probably why Mom trusted me more than Dad. He was closer to Nanoha since she took after him.
I gotcha.
Dad wasn't earning much from the little company he ran back then. I tried to help him out by getting a part-time job in high school. Didn't take me long to figure out nightlife entertainment was where the real money was. Pretty soon I was essentially the breadwinner of the family. And after Mom died, even more so. All I wanted was for Nanoha to get into a good college and live an honest life.
But you think that came off as controlling to her?
Yeah. I told her which college to go to. Insisted she become some sort of white-collar professional. But the straw that really broke the camel's back was me chiming in about her new boyfriend. I listed every red flag I could possibly think of, then I asked her if the dude raised any of them.
What, like you made a physical list?
Yeah. Stuff like being dirty, acting douchey at restaurants, condescending towards women, always name-dropping. There were a lot. I went too far, honestly. But you know what? The bastard did fit a lot of them. She was like, oh, but he's getting it together. He's starting a consulting firm. But I told her to dump his ass.
I'm betting she didn't like that.
No, she did not. She threw stuff, screamed herself hoarse, cried. Even my freaking dad cried seeing all the drama.
Oh, jeez. It was that intense?
I think it always bothered him that he couldn't make enough money to help my mom. He was embarrassed I made more than he did. I remember, after he found out what my pay was, he just started doing whatever I said. And then all of a sudden, during this fight, he started sobbing about how he should have helped Nanoha break free from me.
Sounds like he was finally letting out everything he'd bottled up.
Yeah. And it turned out Nanoha's boyfriend problem was just the beginning. Because in that moment, I realized my family was distancing themselves from me.
Sachan.
It was, 7 or 8 years ago when I decided to leave home and just focus on work. Imagine how it felt when Nonomiya called and told me about this new family trouble. How Nanoha chose to work at a soap land instead of asking me for help. I was shocked. I really was.
And just in case it ever comes up, we're all supposed to pretend you don't know she was working at Otohime Land, right?
Knowing my sister, she'd die of embarrassment if she found out I know.
Well, then the charade must go on.
I think I had one too many after all. I didn't plan on talking for so long. But thanks for getting a drink with me, Ichiban.
Here's our silly
Everyone's
little
going through
party
something.
chats with the loop on the
Having a
third
friend to
joke.
talk to just makes it a little easier.
Just always prepared to take you through the emotional whiplash. Here we are doing our goofy jokes about stealing a pile of whiskey and replacing it with bottom shelf.
Yeah,
Here we are having just a real talk about real difficulty with family.
Yeah, and it's also not as though like Nanba's not without that too. You know,
Yeah.
Just because we have we had our silly bit there, we know Nanba, we know little tiny looks into Nanba's past. And, you know,
yeah,
he isn't able to get a job because of a criminal record sort of thing. And
yeah,
you know.
like this is not carry. This is me just based on these moments we've just had.
Yeah, yeah. You know, it's. I like that we really get to know these folks.
Yeah. Characters.
Yeah. Because yeah, like our last one with Adachi was the case from 20 years ago too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and like there's so much more unsaid there too with Saeko's bit and how in both of the bits we've already had, Saeko's, you know, going into a drink to, you know, sort of avoid her problems. Let's talk to Adachi, see how he's doing.
Certainly things will be better when we talk to Adachi.
Oh yeah.
Happy times coming in.
My eyes checked, or you actually bought a drink from the bar?
Hmm? Oh, it's just water.
You giving your liver a rest? That's rare for you.
Nah, it's only because I don't have the money for sake right now. Not even sneaking it in from the convenience store.
Oh right, we did that last
that
time.
broke,
We
huh?
were
I forgot to set aside something for this one big expenditure I have every month. It's stupid.
What expenditure? You in debt or something?
Nah, nothing like that. I've been sending Takashi money.
Oh, isn't Takashi-kun the son of the guy who was arrested on false charges?
Yeah, Kasumi. And he was arrested because I didn't believe Takashi's testimony.
Yeah, but you also tried to get Kusumi released, right? Or no?
God, that has lived with him so hard for decades.
20 years.
Nothing will bring Kasumi back from the dead. And you don't know how shitty it got for Takashi. First his dad killed himself, then his mom passed away from grief. Poor kid ended up in an orphanage. Well, ever since then, I've been sending Takashi money every month. Under a fake name, of course.
Why a fake name?
Because Takashi wouldn't accept money from me. I'm one of the cops who locked up his old man. So I started sending money to him under the pseudonym Yamada.
That's a hell of a good deed, Adachi-san. But wouldn't Takashi wonder why the heck some stranger named Yamada-san was sending money?
Oh, I didn't overlook that. See, I played this Yamada-san character as a rich guy with a passion for philanthropy. And it worked. Takashi took the money without thinking twice about it.
A passion for philanthropy.
It's true. We did talk about Adachi not building savings and just sort of relying on his retirement fund.
Yep.
Relying on his pension.
Call yourself Yamada, it's like call yourself John Doe.
Mike Smith.
Oh shit. I think I feel some tears coming on, man.
Huh? Hey, what's up with you?
I never knew how hard you were trying to do the right thing. And you're still doing it, even after you lost your job. No one will never get credit. Still helping out Takashi-kun. Adachi-san, you're a man among men.
I didn't mean to yank on your heartstrings so much.
Seriously, man, doing that for 20 years is freaking amazing.
I just figured it was the least I could do for the kid, you know?
That's not how I would describe it, especially now that you no longer have a job.
Well, that's a good point.
You know, isn't Takashi-kun all grown up by now?
He's 25.
Don't you think he should be able to stand on his own 2 feet at this point?
Well, except now he's prepping for law school, so...
Oh yeah?
Damn.
He wants to be a lawyer?
Yep. Another blood-sucking lawyer. Nah, but maybe it won't corrupt him that much. I mean, he's a good kid. You know, he writes me a letter every month and thanks me for the money. But those letters are how I know he's trying to get into law school.
Maybe he was inspired to do that because of what happened to his dad.
I wondered the same thing. That's why I thought I'd keep helping him until he passes the bar exam.
The bar exam's supposed to be pretty tough, yeah?
Yeah. Well, he's been studying his ass off for the exam since college. It hasn't been easy for him. He lives on wages from his part-time job and the money I send him. Doesn't go out or party, just studies.
Sure hope he passes then.
Hopefully he'll manage to do it this year.
Hopefully you'll be okay sending him money until then. It's gotta be rough.
Well, to tell you the truth, that's a big factor. If he can't support himself soon, I don't think my heart's gonna hold up under the stress of all my stupid money troubles.
No kidding. Now it all makes sense why you're broke.
No, thanks. Hope you're rooting for me, at least.
Yeah, of course I'm rooting for you.
Good. Then what do you say to buying me a drink?
Oh, I walked right into that one.
Come on, a clink of the glass would be music to my ears.
Fine, fine. Not like I can say no after a story like that. Hey, bartender, can I get in an order?
You know that. There's no one else in the room. You don't need to yell like it's a crowded space.
Hey, bartender.
Like at that point, it's just patronizing.
We're right here. We're right here. We're like right here.
I suppose to one degree or another, it is literally patronizing, but
well, yeah, it's patronizing, but not patronizing. Well, actually, maybe it's both. I don't know. Let's see what we got here.
Guess I'm up.
Oh, we got a new one because... This is difficulty, right?
Yeah.
You better be into it.
You're setting off out on your own.
Psyche!
Eager to do things your own way. Sun's shining bright. Your brand new journey starts today. You've got new clothes from head to toe. Don't even look like the same guy. Feels like a date, except we're actually saying goodbye.
Beautiful!
All the pictures that I could take.
Beautiful.
All the things these videos make. None of it
The shouts and everyone, like, backing up
Yeah.
here is great.
after you go.
Go, 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 go!
The day we met, I felt the air like this swirling around me in a spring breeze. Under the warm skies where we spent our days. Somehow I knew we'd go our separate ways. Lighter than air, I watch you float away, lifting me so gently on a spring breeze. I'll be fine, and I know you're not just mine. It's a new day, time to go out and shine.
Yes!
Even our bartender clapping.
Yeah. You don't run a karaoke bar if you're not at least a little bit here for it.
Especially with this is a karaoke bar that isn't like you have a booth and you know a group is off on their own. Like this is a centerpiece of the bar.
Literally on a tiny stage.
Yep. It's been a very passionate night for Ichiban.
Heated.
Now up to 5. Okay, those go up to 10.
Yep.
All right. Okay.
Come back when you're a little charisma.
Welcome.
Alright, we can make things, but I don't think...
Yeah, the blue name is telling you don't have enough.
Okay.
Thanks.
Alright.
So we're getting an English dub of Yakuza 0 in a month.
Right, that's
and that means that Kashiwagi, our bartender here, is going to come back again, and he is going to continue being dubbed by David Hayter.
Okay.
I told our bartender I was growing plants, and he said if I brought him in, he could make me something cool.
Oh, yeah, I bet. That guy's a bottomless well of hidden talents. Doesn't surprise me at all. In fact, I bet if you bring him some flowers, he could whip up some really fancy bouquets. Feel like a bento? You just bring that guy the ingredients, he'll box it up for you. He even taught himself how to blend traditional Chinese medicine out of crazy herbs and shit. Let me tell you, works wonders.
I don't know about that. I prefer to know what's going into the medicine I take.
You're bringing him the ingredients.
Take my word for it. Let him work his magic.
Ichiban, what are you talking about?
You're right. Let's see what he can do.
In it for the long haul.
We have Babs and Shikitio here both. The thing I was going to say after we finished that party chat of, Nishiki's Japanese voice actor went on to voice Ichiban in Japanese.
So he's
Kai Tang, Ichiban's English voice actor, is going to go back and voice Nishiki in English.
Okay. Because, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Anyone here played Yakuza 3? Yes.
Yeah, that...
I'm here for having played all of these games
on the other side of
2 to 4 times.
Yeah, all of my knowledge of these games comes from watching Psyche play all of them.
All of them.
You might hear all of them and think like, you know, a couple, a few? No, all of them.
All of them that exist in English.
Yes. That was 0.
So we're short Black Panther 1 and 2 and Tenzan.
Right, so 1 through 6, Judgment, Lost Judgment, Dead Souls,
0, Ishin,
0 Ishin, Gaiden,
Man Who Races Name, Pirates, 7-8.
Yeah, didn't watch 7. That's the only one I did. But yeah, and then HNK.
The HNK game is so good.
Dude, HNK. I still love that the HNK game has an Amon.
Yeah. 3 is the game that is the oldest that hasn't been touched up on.
Yeah.
It's the roughest to play.
1 and 2.
I do think it's of the like Kiryu story 0 through 6. 3 might be my favorite plot. We're getting like a year and a half to 2 years of RGD doing 20th anniversary stuff starting later this year, and I would adore if one of those things was Kiwami 3.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
I got this.
Full move.
Damn.
Fuck.
You're in it now. You want to fight?
Take your best shot.
And straight into the slide.
I needed to figure what was going to be the funniest bit to move into there.
Yeah.
That was important.
I wasn't ready for it.
Right, like, if she's just doing like a dragoon pose standing on a, like a...
She's not even on the, she's Mega Manning on the
she's
pose.
Mega Man on the pose, yeah.
Right.
It heals, yeah. Okay. Hello.
Premium sushi.
Premium sushi. Pick up a couple of them.
It's also 500 hit points.
Yeah. It's fun to have a couple of things lying around, you know?
Now we have 3 confidence.
Ready when you are. I'm good.
The whiplash of playing Kiwami 2 into 3. Yeah. Yeah. Confidence.
Okay, so now we want to head back down. We've even got a new soup kitchen event.
Yep.
Oh, actually, while we're up here,
Swing up here for an encounter.
yeah, might as well take that.
I have good news and bad news.
What?
Here we go.
Which one do you want to hear first? They always ask that in foreign dramas.
I want to hear the bad news first. Just get it out of the way.
Same. Bad news for me, too. I'd rather not have any unpleasant aftertaste.
I'd want to hear the good news.
Yeah, of
I
course.
always hear my favorite stuff first.
That's the most Ichiban.
Hanging Hidachi-san, what's the news?
Well, the good news is I just learned something about you guys.
And the bad news?
There's no punchline to this bit.
What an asshole.
God damn.
Not fucking.
I do it. There's no punchline to this bit. Alright.
It's always nice when a game tries to be funny and succeeds. It's not always a guarantee.
Mm-hmm.
Time to clean up.
You know, it's tough. You know, comedy is one of the most, like, hit and miss bits. What works for some people isn't going to work for others, so, like...
Yeah.
That's already, like, a hard line to run. Oh, we got threatening baseball.
Here we go.
You're weak. Take your best shot.
Let's go for the baseball diehard, who just...
Try this on your side.
Oh. Yeah!
I was really worried that was going to lead to a miss.
You're weak, pigeons.
Watch this.
Into the street.
Cool. You wanna fight? Don't get cocky.
Dachi just going for the join in on that.
Nice.
Okay.
That's another bit that we get in Infinite Wealth is teammates just like doing a follow-up on a basic attack gets based on your bond with them. And so once you're like good friends with your whole crew, almost every basic attack, someone is just gonna go and like kick the guy in the ribs.
Well, for something at some point.
Butterfly.
Or
for orbs.
For orbs. Alright. So let's head... Let's head back.
Oh, this is one of the locations for a movie I saw last year. Lover of Hama, I think. You guys seen it?
Nah, never really got the chance back when I was on the force.
If I had enough money for a movie, I had enough money for cheap sake.
And I was still in the
Yeah.
last year, remember?
Yep.
Forget I asked.
Just like, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so the quest where we'll want to like go back to a drop-off point to pick up our treats are the ones where you have to either beat up just like a certain kind of guy out in the world, or go find specific items.
Okay, so like not our ones we're currently on.
Yeah, the ones we're currently on are the person who hired you is standing right there. They just hand you the treat.
God, well, goodbye.
Okay.
Right?
Bonk.
You know what?
I watched you select it, think for a second, unselected, reselect it.
Goodbye.
Crunch.
I'm not backing down. Here we go.
It's a good kick.
It is a really good kick. Hero's Vigor. Oh, we got another. Hold on, we can. Oh my god, right, we're a hero, we get Zing. Sure.
Uh-huh. It is exactly Zing.
Zing is the move of kings, but it's also the move that the hero gets. She was sometimes a king. The beam!
Theft beam.
Okay. We have a history of theft beam across, like heart theft. I'm thinking of Chrono Trigger. Isla has charm, has like an item theft move, and things like that.
Nanba also has theft.
We also just have like theft.
So I want to say Nanba's is just like you roll up, you look pathetic.
Yes. It's
Okay, come on, man.
Pitiful look.
Pitiful. Yeah.
Come on. This is more expensive. It's 10v1. This is just like, come on. Don't mind me.
It'll happen.
It'll happen to you.
There's a whole lot of city around the city.
Mm-hmm. This one we can go around this way. Well, 6 and 1. Oh, okay. Alright.
Downtown.
Well.
They asked for it. Knight of the Cask. Waiting for that. That did deal a point of damage.
Get out of the way!
She kicked a bike into Adachi.
Yep. Who took a point of damage?
It's like, that's supposed to be aimed at enemies, where it will deal, like, small double digits.
Alright. Always south here. Okay.
Each one unwilling to hop a bollard.
Okay.
Hey.
Have you tried talking to her?
Of course not.
There we go.
Hey. Sup?
silent, vaguely affirmative hand motion.
Yeah. No. Hey! Everybody runs in for some soup.
Good soup.
Yeah.
いえ。
Accurate. Uh-huh.
This is how conversation works.
Yeah. Yep. Looks like I made a pretty good Cupid.
Nailed it.
Alright. We have an important,
Yeah.
Hey, Kasuga-san. Where's my premium sushi set?
we have an important friend to help. I should hand it over. For Nancy's sake.
Here.
For Nancy.
That's what you wanted?
Just what the doctor ordered. Can't believe you went and got this just to save a dang crawfish. Here, as promised, Nancy's all yours. Boil her, grill her, do whatever you like.
I'm not doing any of that. All right, we're out of here. Thanks. For both me and Nancy. Enjoy that sushi, huh?
Oh, yes, will do.
Yes!
Nancy, you and
Claws
I are
down.
gonna get on just fine.
Just chilling on her shoulder.
Yeah.
Anyway, here's the important thing we get.
Claws up.
Let's go into smartphone.
Can we just see it in phone calls?
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah. Gondawara with the big baby blues.
Further lowers attack and defense. On the option. Doesn't work days.
Nice. Busy running a Yakuza family.
Right.
Plague of pincers.
Marvel and the Beasties who prized pincers held off. Rhinectomize and occasionally poison their prey. Humans only. Claws up.
Claws up.
So yeah, our first use is free. So.
I forgot it was Gary Buster Homecoming. Such a good bit. If we've got a moment, we should swing by one of the turn-in points for part-time hero.
Sure.
Because you don't take on the like item delivery and beat up guys quests. Those are just passively happening. You don't walk up to someone and they say, "Hey, I need 12 bear asses." You walk up to this person and they say, "Hey, you got 12 bear asses?"
Yeah, okay.
Here we go.
You can check what you have available in
like
the menu list.
Okay. So we can see.
Which we should also do, because there are a couple of larger scale ones that are around.
Yeah, okay, this is... Yep. We already Went through this.
Okay, so we're not holding on to anything.
And we also have like rank that we like rank up based on.
Yeah, so when you rank up, you have to go back to the office.
Okay. Gotcha. We like maybe a little story beat, sub-story beat, or we just turn it in and get a rank.
Yeah.
But if I go here...
In the part-time hero list,
so
support.
Yeah, so we got...
If you were holding a butterfly and a moth, you could walk up to any of these.
Oh, God, we gotta
Welcome to Claw, motherfucker!
We gotta go learn how to pick up the monkey balls, the monkeys.
You thought you were safe from Claw Machine!
Okay, we gotta... Cat, calico, cat, tiger. Okay. Okay.
Straight out of paper.
Ran up.
Locate the missing item.
Oh! Okay.
Yeah, you've verbally acknowledged one of these.
I did.
You know where it is?
Yeah,
you got time to find it.
Yeah, you know, we'll be able to make a loop around. We'll be doing many loops.
Yeah.
1 second. I'm gonna step away. I'll be right back.
Many Kappa hidden through the city. I wanted us to go to the drop-off point because I was so sure we had found a butterfly. I thought we were going to get at least one of those, but in all of the bugs we've picked up, none of them were butterfly. Yeah, this eases up the pinch point on spending money pretty heavily. Like, we're not, capable of just getting whatever equipment we want from any store we want, but this'll do a fair bit of the way to getting you to the point where you're like, you could take a cab places, you could buy healing items and not feel bad.
Okay, I'm back. Okay, so looking through here, like, so some of these are like just odd things we'll do generally, or maybe not as generally if we didn't know about it.
Yeah, so like a bunch of most of these are as you pick up random bullshit around the world.
Sure.
I wanted us to walk over here because I was so sure we had picked up a butterfly. I was certain we were getting bug delivery 1-1.
I know we picked up some beetles.
We've got a pocket scorpion and a mantis.
Yeah, I remember. We have to have a stag beetle because we made a rhinostegrus joke at some point.
Yeah.
So rescue are the.
Yeah.
Okay,
this
is just fight enough.
Fight a certain number of enemy type. And there will, if I remember right, there will only ever be 3 of those at a time.
Okay.
You finish one, you turn it in, a new one unlocked.
Sure.
Right.
Okay. So we have our sub-story bigger things we have, and then we have these tinier little mini bits for us to do, and then just a whole lot of like completion list on top of that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and the thing about a lot of the little stuff with Part-Time Hero is that it can ease up the pinch point of spending money. Like, it's not going to get you whatever you want from any shop, but it is going to get you, like, you can take cabs and not feel bad about it. You can buy healing items and still have
getting $5,000 for beating up some enemies is enough to like make cab rides normal for us to just do.
Yeah. We're souped up.
We're here.
Onto the wire.
Current trend girl.
Hey, shut the fuck up.
Come on.
That's such a shitty thing to say about a fucking person on the street. What the hell?
Come on now.
If you weren't like school children, that could have been fighting words.
Basically, if we want to give a more some nicer jeans and a shirt, or do we want to like shave up and a haircut, right? That's
It'd be like the reasonable ways to try and handle that.
Yeah. No, that wasn't.
It'd be the reasonable way to go about that.
Okay.
Sup?
Off to go get a job.
Let's go. Let's get a suit. Thank you. God, I remember mentioning the Kappa statue. I just don't.
And when you find it, there will be 9 more for you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hi. Alright, one thing. Give me a taxi. We have talked about that. Like, yeah, 7 would have been the last Dragon Quest game that Ichiban would have played.
Yep.
Released in 2000, before our arrest after New Year's Day. Yeah, if we're yeah, we have Erdrick. No, sorry, we have the son of Erdrick, or the descendant of Erdrick in the first one, marrying the princess, and that leads to the prince, the Princess of Moonbrook, the Prince Cannock. In 2, 3, you also have Erdrick, who isn't like royalty of any kind. He's just like a such a storied hero by the end of it. He actually like leaves at the end. Like he doesn't like become royalty of any kind. He just like he wanders after he's done with that part of his life. 4, you have the hero in that game, either Solo or Sophia, is not royalty in that one either. You have the grand son or daughter of an angel.
Sure.
5, yeah, okay. That 5, you're directly, like, yes. And then 6, also, you're a prince of a nation. So, here's where I want to go. Wandering with that. Let's... We've got one more of these. We might as well, I see.
Hey, where the hell are you taking me?
Oh, right. My bad. Sorry. We'll get out of here.
Huh, so this is what it looks like. Guess there aren't as many stalls.
I mean, it is the men's room. Nothing worse than when all the stalls are taken up and you're standing there about to piss or shit yourself.
Feels like an eternity sometimes.
Yeah, first guy to open up a stall is basically a messiah.
Never would have taken you for the religious type.
Okay. Well,
this is a bit we've done in most of these games. This is what pocket tissues are for.
Ooh, you know what? Now that we have access to gardening...
Yeah.
So just mentally keep an eye out for more... If I see kappas. I don't want to mess with that group over there.
If you let them spot you and then start the talk to anyone while they're, like, active, they will despawn.
Yeah, okay, so we can, like, try and, like...
Like that.
Okay, that's our lumber. But, here... Oh, we can, like, buy... We could buy the vegetables themselves, or...
Yep.
Buy up the seeds, which... I am gonna... Let's get ourselves, like... Sets of seeds.
These are cheap as hell. You buy 1,000,000 of these.
Yeah.
Also, did you see it?
And we want more of this, because we're gonna... Uh-huh. When I walked up, I thought, is that some sort of weird dog? Oh, yeah, that's why, from this angle, I was like, is that like a dog or a goat, perhaps? And then, like, as we pulled up, it's like, okay, so that is... Smartphone, no.
Up on the D-pad?
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, so the take picture prompt is the important part. That's what marks it.
Okay.
If you just regularly take a photo where you can see a kappa, that's not good.
Okay. Oh shit! Oh shit!
Here we go.
Welcome to the Thugglers!
The Thugglers are here! Oh god, we gotta go!
The Thugglers are here to beat your fucking ass!
We gotta leave!
Get the hell out of there!
Okay. I was so busy. He was like, yeah, taking a selfie, and then the Thugglers walk on up.
I love Shruggler into Thuggler. The cockroach whose portrait is blurred out.
Uh-huh.
It's mosaic.
And okay.
And it pops here. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Nice.
Cool. Mm-hmm.
You know, touch that gold safe, mark it on your map.
Oh, that one's not marked. Yeah, yeah.
I need a damn key.
I like that
enemies
these
were like
marked.
23.
Here? Yeah. We've been walking for a while now. Want to take a break somewhere?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind some tea.
What's wrong, Namba? You've been awfully quiet.
Nothing. Just my stomach's not feeling so great. Yeah, I'm thinking that room temp milk went bad. Anyway, I think it's getting better.
Oh, all right. Just don't push yourself.
Uh-oh, nope. Oh, God. Do you think I'll be at peace in the afterlife?
Yo, Namba's gonna blow. We gotta do something.
And we gotta head out.
Yeah. How about we abandon him here?
God. Yeah, they were level 23. You can see like the thing over their head is like a little devil horns.
Yeah, it's got the spikes.
That means don't, unless you've done some sort of rituals like Psyche has done.
I haven't talked about that on here.
No, you haven't. Yeah.
So, I decided it would be funny to see how much you can break the curve and how quickly. If you're willing to just get up to whatever nonsense you can.
Because we've seen like shops that
we're sitting on like at least one gold plate in the pocket. In the cube. Two gold plates.
2 gold plates. God damn.
Yeah, so we're sitting on a fair bit of cash here, and just sort of letting it ride for like keeping the game's curve intact.
Basically, I like one of the things I enjoy with just like an RPG in general is being able to fight up.
Yeah,
there's a lot of fun involved in like going through and breaking something in a wild way. Played through FF8, for instance. That's a playthrough I did where it was just like, look, we're gonna get real power as quick as we can in some nonsense ways, and here's how it pays off. But then there's also FF12 where I'm scratching at Gilgamesh and I shouldn't be winning this fight, but I'm going to.
So I've started up a side playthrough where I am only allowed to go as far as the stream has in terms of the plot that I've just been poking at in the Discord.
Yep.
And by the point where this stream started, if I was fighting enemies that were level 23, they were dealing single-digit damage.
Yeah, you know, like, if you think about the areas we have access to where we could go to, down here, Love Magic, and, like, there are specific shops that have, like, 5 or 6 digit like 6 digit expensive.
There are shops that are selling weapons that will grant you plus 90 attack. And so, if you could generate the money to get access to that, then there you go.
Mm-hmm.
And there are some ways to make money.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have access to the best one yet. Every one of these games has some kind of bespoke money-making game as like a whole side project. We don't have that yet. But under different circumstances, we could have access to a gambling den.
Yeah.
And if you're real good at Koi Koi and on cheating, you can have all the money you want. And that's the Koi Koi specific bit is what we'll get to when we get there.
Yeah, at some point we're gonna hit the whatever stat like blocker is on us being able to go into one of the gambling dens.
Yeah. it occurs to me, I don't know. Are you familiar with Koi Koi? You know Koi Koi?
That is the game where you're making, like, it's like there's 8 cards on the table, and
Yeah.
You play it with the Hanafuda cards.
You're playing Go Fish with the table.
Yeah. So, in Tales of Berseria, there is a mini game in that is that game. However, the hands and pairings you're making are like collecting characters from a same game, collecting characters of a similar, like, background of an archetype, collecting
so that they reskinned the Hanafuda deck with Tales of characters.
Correct. So, like, if you collect like 4 different, like, summoner characters is its own hand, or, you know, not hand, but you know what I mean. Like,
that's a suit.
Yeah. Each of the games is their own. So if you collect 6 characters from a game, that lets you tag out with the points. And then there are other qualities as well, like fighter mage, sort of like just stuff like that. So, like, you're building a hand kind of like that while you're making these pairs of cards and playing pairs on the table. So the answer to that question is yes.
Let's see if I can find a mod to this game for any of these games to replace my deck with the Tales of Berseria deck.
Yeah, Tales of Berseria has a bunch of mini games in it. Some of them very much cheaper. Some of them. Hit this button. It's fine. Hey, buddy. Okay.
Right.
But yeah, different Tales games tend to have their own, like, set of mini games. Or we got a paralyze on there. Mini games that have, like, are reskinned versions of a game, and then we have, like, Tales characters on them. Graces has another one of them, where, again, you're playing with cards that are the characters and such. But yeah, so it's gonna take me a little bit of, like, time to... Doing all right over there? Yeah.
Got there.
But yeah, it's gonna take a little bit of time to, like, get used to, or, like, be able to...
Right, internalize what's going on.
Right, but...
Hey.
All right. We've done some walking around. We can do some talking around here.
Yeah.
Tales games and Trails games are very different things. But they're also very close in name. The Tales in the Sky.
Ooh.
Yeah, the biggest difference.
Trails of Zisteria.
That's
the Trails of Zisteria is the, like, Cabela's in this fantasy world.
Melon or Liumang?
Liumang.
Yeah. One of the things about that, like, so... This man's weird.
You've heard of crime?
You've heard of crime, right? Yeah, because the playing just Trails, the first one, one of the, having not played any of the later ones, knowing one of the big differences between those is that all of the Trails games take place in the same world. Whereas that is not a truth about Tales games, which makes them very, very different, very hit or miss at times, because they vary in much wilder ways. I don't know about you. I don't know about... Come on, they're like... What are you doing here? Out the way.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know.
You can give that to the mantis in your pocket.
Yeah. Now they've got a nail.
Hey, you gonna
My man.
a little Hollow Knight game going on.
We got a little mantis, we got a beetle, we got a moth, we got a butterfly, we got a whole like half of a Dark Souls going on down there.
Yeah.
You work behind the scenes. Rude resident.
Yeah, we're behind the scenes.
Yeah, behind the scenes. I'm you know. Nah, you gotta be able to lift all these like props.
I've got to move all these fucking props
stages
so
and-
fast.
Oh my god. Go home, man. Come on.
You've heard of crime, right?
You heard of crime?
Do you know about Crime
I'm
Boss?
looking for crime. Damn.
I'm looking for Crime Boss. Nobody wants to talk to us about Crime
It's
Boss.
weird. I don't know. Ooh, look at that red plastic chair. That's special. Shattered into 2 pieces.
Scattered to the wind.
If I talk to you, we're good. We're good.
Nailed it.
Thanks, Grandma. Hey, like, don't walk around like you're a cop. or like, you know, like.
Hold on.
We've caused some folks to run off and be like, hey, there's some people just asking around, like on the street.
Yeah.
Listen.
What do you mean, why? Oh boy.
Hey,
We could have done this immediately after recruiting.
You.
Look, you fuck him up with an umbrella, I'll fuck him up with a handbag.
No.
Both Saeko and Ichiban are both like,
Hey.
Zeroed in.
yeah. Yeah, we're not walking away from this one.
Okay.
I'm an honest guy, sure. Wait, you just asked? No.
Additional boys.
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Hey,
Look, I knew that we were throwing down the second we started this. Like,
You.
Got a lot of folks around here.
6 of them.
Take your best shot. I got this.
Hey.
FB.
Fine.
You're gonna be in a world of hurt.
Let's go with you.
Check this out.
Yeah. Cool.
Let's go.
I'm not back.
Alright, and then you two. Ah, just barely out. Okay.
Let's go.
Well, there's one more move we got.
Let's go.
You.
Alright, half of them down before enemy phase.
Ooh, bleed.
Right. You're gonna
You.
get stomped.
Yeah. Have fun with this. Watch this.
Ah, weak to bird.
Crunch.
Pain in the ass.
Here we go.
Alright, get the knockdown. That'll. Okay, we're good.
Got that.
Nice.
I feel the stats going up.
Hell yeah. Hey.
What?
Yo.
Damn.
Hey.
Huh.
Oh, okay. Hold on. We have a thought. There is one, Scrubby.
Yeah, that dweeb. Yeah,
Yeah, that
dweeb.
tweet. Yeah. You know.
Oh.
Well, let me have this.
Listen. What?
Yo.
Alright. Where's our closest? Okay, all the drop-offs are on this side of the...
You can safely advance a little bit without being caught.
Yeah.
got a room for a party of 4?
Sir, did anyone refer you to us?
Nah, we were just passing by. Thought the place looked good.
I'm sorry, but this bar is members only. You need a referral from one of our existing customers, or from a hostess.
Really? This place doesn't look anywhere near fancy enough for all that.
Regardless of how it looks, you still need a membership to enter, so I'm afraid you'll have to leave.
Wait, can you just sign us up for the membership?
I'm not able to do that either. And may I ask, are you with the police?
What makes you think that?
Come on.
I've been in this job long enough to know a cop when I see one. Is our establishment under suspicion of anything?
What, like hiring illegal immigrants? Was that what you're worried about? Rest easy. We're not with police or immigration.
I hope not. But even if you aren't, rules are still rules. I can't make any exceptions. I really must ask you to leave.
Wait, didn't you say a hostess can give a referral?
That's correct. Do you know someone who works here?
No, but how about this? I will work as a hostess here, starting right now. And I'll give my referral to these 3. How about that?
Huh? Huh?
We're a Chinese pub, so our hostesses must either be Chinese or of Chinese descent.
Well, I was born in Japan, but my parents are Chinese. So rest assured, I am very much of Chinese descent, my new fellow coworker.
You sure that's true?
Isn't this decision a bit above your pay grade? And you're accusing me of lying?
Oh, I didn't mean it like that.
I hope not. Now let me talk to the manager, please. I need to tell him how
Love a
you
good
turned
now
away a
hiring sign.
fantastic hostess, and even worse, dismissed her heritage.
Wait, I get it, okay? Let me go talk to the manager.
The part where her
You
resume
should have an
as,
interview to be hired on a trial basis.
you know, person
Of
what
course.
runs a
I'm
hostess
ready when the
bar.
manager
Like,
is.
Hey, you sure about
she
being
is
alone with this?
extremely qualified for
Stand
this
in its own
position.
place. You never know what could happen.
You guys have already been risking your lives. I'm ready to join the club. And don't worry, I can take care of myself.
All right, but be careful, will ya?
I will. I've dealt with a lot of trouble in my years of hostessing. I'll call you once I'm in.
All right, then.
Is this really gonna work?
Well, let's have a little faith in Sachan.
Well.
Hey.
Also, hey.
True. We purchased a weapon for Adachi.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey.
You know what? Sure. Let's go check out, Ah! Okay. Able to get this, place on the map.
Yet further, large blue buildings being revealed.
Always more. Yeah, we got a new handbag, too, so... Like, Psycho's doing fine, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, we want straight south from over here. Yeah, because we're on the main drag.
Hmm? Hmm? Hmm?
Not only do we get cash out of this, we could get plates. Now there's a completion list that wants us to find enough money from that. So, you know. A whole $10. Well, 10 cents. We're getting there. It's fine.
Not even
Anybody
gonna knock.
here? Hey, excuse me.
You need something?
I heard you could fix bats. Do you, work here?
Yep. I'm Sumire Sawa. I run this place, if you can believe that.
You're the manager?
What?
Hi, Sumire.
Having second thoughts because the manager's a girl?
No, not really.
So, this what you want fixed? This bat?
That's our cool bat.
Looks to me like it's been sitting around for a while. It's pretty rusty, too.
Yeah, it's something I picked up. Still,
It's our cool
special.
bat.
Hold on. This bat. Is this from the Hero series?
The hell's that?
It's a really, really rare bat that was only in production for a limited time thanks to the manufacturer.
Hero bat.
Bankrupt. I can't believe I've seen one with my own
Hero
eyes.
bat.
Oh, wow, 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 wow. Please let me fix it. Just this once. I promise I'll make it special. I'll even do it for free.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, fixing up something as rare as this would be a dream come true. I'd be honored.
Hey, thanks.
Great! I'll get to work right away. Holy shit, let's do this!
She is so pumped.
Super guy rules.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
I love bat welding.
That's some energy you got.
I used to be a bit of a punk, so I tend to get pretty riled up about stuff. Anyway, here. Thanks for waiting.
Yeah.
Yo, that thing looks like it's brand new.
And that's not all. To make sure it won't get all dinged up in the future, I added a special coating. That little beauty should be harder and more durable than ever.
Thanks.
Hero
I'll put
bat.
it to good use. You sure are talented, you know that?
Well, I definitely know how to fix things. Management's a different story, though.
Yeah, now that you mention it, this place is pretty empty. I'm guessing you haven't been getting much business.
Much? Try none at all. Nowadays, it's normal to toss clothes and things out if they're ripped or broken or whatever. People don't really get things fixed anymore. And as much as my dad tried to keep this place going, he wasn't very good at it. He wasn't good with money and got in a lot of debt. Had to sell most of our machinery to pay it off. So, pretty much all that's left is the stuff no one would buy. That limited what jobs we could take, and as a result, we kept losing more and more business.
That's rough.
But I really love this job. I love being here. My granddad, who opened this place, was a really skilled technician. He's been a constant inspiration to me, even long after he passed away. This place is all I have left of him, and I don't want to lose it. My dad may have thrown in the towel, but that doesn't mean I can't keep trying. I think I might be at my limit, though. I guess we're just in a time where we're not needed anymore. Me, or this shop.
Yeah, well, I don't know about all that. But look at it this way. You've been doing the best you possibly can. And maybe you're at rock bottom right now, but that doesn't mean you won't make it out eventually, right?
Huh?
I mean, maybe it ain't all that convincing coming from a guy who just barely got out of being homeless. But at the very least, I plan to keep coming back here to have you work on shit for me. Don't forget that, alright?
You've got a lot of spirit.
Don't see that too much anymore.
What's your name?
Ichiban Kasuga.
All right, Kasuga-san. If you really mean that, then you're welcome anytime. Whether it's a bat or something else, I'll make it better than new. But this time's the only free one, okay?
Yeah, sure. I'll be counting on you, Sumire-chan.
Yeah. That's a fun intro to our character, too.
Yeah. Now we have access to weapon crafting.
Finally, we can use the hundreds of crafting materials we picked up. Pick up. Uh-huh. You gonna get that?
It's on my ringtone. Oh.
Is that... Whose is that? Nanda? Nanda, you gonna pick that up?
You allowed to take a selfie?
The only button that... Skip scene?
Don't do that.
Yeah, that's a bad idea.
I have... I get a bad feeling about that one.
Sorry, I zoned out there for like 5 minutes.
It happens.
Got it.
Alright.
Shit, who's calling me?
Again?
Come back. It's killing me.
Quick Ichiban, playing Game Magic, A, B, C, or D.
Alright, let's get...
Yep.
We got that little, like, powered press in the back.
Yeah.
I don't have any bonsai on me. Alright. Alright.
So.
Okay, so we can plus weapons. That costs pile of materials plus some cash.
As I recall, you cannot plus all weapons. Yeah, no, because we don't have...
Yeah, we're not seeing, like, the umbrella.
Yeah, we're not holding our lumber here.
Yeah. So some of these are, but...
Yeah, there is a subset of weapons that can be plussed.
Okay. I mean, craft weapons. Craft nail bat. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, elemental weapon.
Yeah.
We can just make that thundercrack bat.
So, there's a secret behind plussing weapons.
Uh-huh.
Which is that the weapon goes to +1 and then to +2, and then another thing happens.
I see. We need more nails. Oh my god. Fascination bag. Stun gloves. Your facility rank isn't high enough for certain things as well. Which I assume
Right,
that's
so the other option we had here.
Okay. This is we can...
If you want everything, you're putting up some digits.
Hey, pirate hat.
Look at that.
Yeah. Pride hat.
Happy Pride, everyone.
Yeah. It's got a little job pins?
Can I switch off this and tell me the order those colors appeared in?
Yeah,
It's actually the same order as the crystals on the wings.
Yeah, left to right or right to left. Ooh. Huh?
Additional cash. Want some numbers?
Oh boy, we can...
You want some fucking numbers?
60 and 10 resists. We have a lot of stuff we can find, like we can use for this too. Rainbow hat. Alright, let's go ahead and... Oh no, we don't have, not craft. Let's go strength.
Flaming lumber.
Let's...
You could also just plus this.
Let's plus this. You know, we got this 1+1.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Wow, pretty good.
Okay.
Pretty real number changes. And then...
The hero's bat. The barbed wire has been removed from this bat, thus drawing out its original powers. And we need cow attack 0?
I believe that is sold at the pharmacy.
Okay.
That's just like going off of my gun. I'm not. That's not me checking.
Right. Let's go check. Does the...
That
is...
just to the right of where you're at,
yeah,
I think?
This? Yeah, there we are.
Yeah.
And over here... Yeah, whatever.
Okay.
Yes, I was mentioning to you that that quest to break the curve had sort of hit a plateau because it was just I had infinite money but nothing else.
Right. This
how we get access to both part-time hero and romance work.
This I'm very interested to hear what your...
I don't know for sure how much crafting material we can get access to at this point.
You do have there is the shop.
Yeah. I just don't know if that shop is going to sell everything we'll need.
Right. That's the biggest question. Because it has like kind of the general stuff.
If I can get access to everything I think we can, I believe we could get to one step shy of ultimate weapon.
I see, because you just got all the systems that you would, you know, yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah, bugs, which we just kind of have to like pick up as we're wandering.
You can buy bugs from Handquest if you want.
Oh, okay.
Look at me go.
We can purchase a bug.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry. Oh. Just let me.
Sorry.
Oh.
Oh god. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, fuck. Oh, jeez. Oh no. Yeah. And there's 17 Super X, which we also saw some use for.
Okay. Ooh. We got like plant stamina X.
Love a plant stamina and spark.
So now let's go get ourselves a cool bat. You know?
Yeah. Playing Stanamin Sport would be pretty bad.
Don't!
Nailed it!
Also,
Nailed it!
Crush like...
This is the most effective turn Nadma has ever had.
That was like 4 down, almost.
3 down, 1 at a pixel.
Yeah. Just kick that sign directly into 2 of them.
I think the sign kick is not allowed to kill an enemy.
Okay.
Because if it could, then your move needs to retarget.
Yeah, they don't. Okay.
And that can get weird.
Alright. Let's craft and improve. Strengthen weapon. Self-proclaimed hero's bat +2. 3,000. Let's make it pull out the power of the hero's bat.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
We removed its limiters by removing the barbed wire.
Like a hedgehog.
Yes, like a hedgehog. That's like a side game to the Like a Dragon series, the Like a Hedgehog series. You know? Imagine the like city, the Station Square Sonic game where you get to do that.
Yeah.
Okay, facility rank. You get on the karaoke bar and you got Open Your Heart, and you got Eggman, you got
fuck.
Like this game's very powerful. This game is a lot. Like, I think this might be a gold mine of an idea I've got right here.
Like
a hedgehog.
RGG Studios is just a subset. They're an in-house Sega team. That they're not an independent studio at all. Like, even if you didn't actually get them working on it in full, you could certainly just be like, "Hey, we're going to pull like the minigame code."
Yep.
Like all of that just could just go be in whatever the fuck Sega wants.
Sonic Kart. Yeah,
looking to wander your way off to a drop-off point. Walk.
Good.
Thanks, Dante.
I didn't touch the... Yeah, watering up here. I think we have 1 or 2 of these to actually...
At very least, you've got a bug to drop off.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. We didn't... You're right. We're on... we're on lumber still.
I was going to leave that as a fun surprise for next time. Don't worry about it. The punchline to that is that next time will not be next week.
Yeah, that is true. There are some other things going on for a couple weeks, right? We got. I don't know what.
Certainly next week will not happen. Yeah. Very probably the following week will not happen.
Yeah, like. So next week, specifically, no.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah, I wouldn't eat that. Leftovers like those are dangerous. The bacteria multiply faster.
Oh, I won't. I'm guessing you've made that mistake before.
No way. I got more pride than that. I don't do bacteria.
Oh, yeah? So what if someone tossed out an unopened bento?
Yeah, well, that would be
I get it.
Oh no! God!
Being so rude to Nanda.
Had to think very deeply on it. But yeah, so yeah, nothing on Thursday or Friday for stream time next week. We got events. So
on the off chance anyone in the room is going to be at Combo Breaker, I'm going to be at Combo Breaker the week after next.
yeah. I'm really excited for Final Thunderbolt Fantasy movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's... Oh, we have Tumoth.
You have a helmet.
Oh, alright, and
we're already holding these.
A nail. And we're already holding these.
Yep.
And we're already holding these. Okay.
Yep. This is the thing that happens. 13 to 50. Okay, cool.
We need a rhinoceros beetle to go with the stag beetle, obviously. Okay, that makes sense.
Oh, can we buy pocket tissues here?
Let's...
Just check to the pharmacy. I didn't think about it. You can move right to cube.
No.
No.
Yeah, probably should have checked that.
Pharmacy.
Yeah, that probably should have checked that when we were...
Oh.
I mean, whatever.
Yeah. Made little plot advancement.
Yep.
Got the treats.
Yep. Yeah, no, I think this is basically a good spot for us to kind of leave things where we're ready for what the game was very clearly, like, set up. Like, hey, maybe you should, I don't know, like, again, we got some systems for you? You want to, like, check those out?
Yeah.
You know, like, maybe upgrade some weaponry so you're not just, like, using a piece of lumber? I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a good piece of lumber, but, you know.
It's a property's on sale here.
It occurs to me,
They even got a
if I don't manage to make it in the week following next, you could just run solo Mahjong stream. If you just want to play Mahjong for 2 hours.
That's true.
Hasn't got you to like small spaces, is that it?
Shut up, man. Think about it. You got your place now with the futon, toothbrush, and a cup of noodles all within reach. Or some big old house with all that shit separated by 5 rooms or something. Which sounds better?
The house?
Yeah.
I mean, like, the house? Yeah, dude, like, doing some sort of, like, money-making game or, you know, things like that for its own thing would also be something to do on off-week cube.
Yeah.
No, I'm here either. Okay. Yeah. Alright. But yeah. Good combination of stuff. A lot of the, you know, opening up Part-Time Hero, opening up some no, that's not it. We want smartphone. Opening up, Important Friends.
Yep.
Yeah, so I think that's about where we're at for the day. So yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, so yeah. Not planning on anything on Thursday next week at the Mo. We'll see if that changes, and if it does, you can follow, see if something does, you know, so you're able to know that that's going on. You also can subscribe and get the cool skulls and slimes. Thank you to Zane for the sub today. Thank you for all the raids. Thank you, Psyche, for being here.
Absolutely. I love this.
Yeah. So thank you all for joining. Slay the Spire tomorrow, and then kind of usual stuff going forward over the next few days. Yeah, all right. So, thank you all for joining.
Good night, everybody.
Have a good night.